Okay, hi all. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Y'all know I gotta do my little hi all. Okay, now last week I dedicated every day to just using the Hotfix tool on these. Nothing else, no other type of glues, just those Hotfix stones and the surface. Thank goodness this week we could take it to that next level and pull out my girlfriend Crystal Clear Gorilla Glue. I love this stuff. I've used it for years. Trust me, if you look on in my playlist with my videos, I have done numerous shoes, laptop lids, game systems, all that with this. I've used it since it very first came out. Now, let me show you how I prep my surface to use it. Because a lot of people will say, I try to use it on glass. And yes, I've used it on tumblers and everything. And people will say, when I try to do it, it slides too much. And I always say, that's not how I do it. Number one, what I do, let me show you really quick, is the first thing I do that's different is I take one of my brushes that I get from Dollar Tree and I cut it to a certain length, and then I get my glue gun and I put a little bit inside there, and then I stick my brush in, and so I'm able to control the consistency like that. It's very important to control the consistency of the glue as well as how much is going on the surface and how much you're using. Y'all gotta excuse me for a minute because I forgot to close the window before I did the live. You already know, princess. Get out the window. Right. Sorry about that. My dog loves to bark. She loves to hang out the window, and I always forget to close it when I'm about to do a live so that bark, 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 bark. That's all you get to hear. And we all know baby girl, and she's a diva, and she does not care. So what I do is I will apply a thin coat of this to my surface, and then I'll wait. I'll wait until the consistency changes and it becomes tacky because see, that's what you want. Do you see that? Do you see this? That's when you want to apply your stones, not when you first apply it. I'm also going to be doing this on this pair of shoes. Hold on a second. Y'all already know I got to send it to my Aunt Jetty. I know people feel like I should do this ahead of time, but one day when I don't have to do lives and I can actually do it from my phone, it'll be much easier, but I'm forced to do it from my laptop and I can't not do a message to my aunt. Okay, just that fast. So now this is, y'all remember this is the other head I was doing as well. You see I don't have nothing on this surface. And like I said, I just take my little top off. I just brush off a little bit of that excess because I don't need a bunch of it. And then I just apply it not on my stones, but near my stones. Okay, put my top back on, of course, screw it in. And you see how when you first apply it, no, it's not tacky, it's runny because the consistency haven't changed yet. So I'm going to put it over here, right underneath my little fan. And then we're going to go back to the one that's ready to party. There we go. Now watch how fast this goes now. I have been waiting for this week, y'all. Okay, so back to here. And now I'm able to apply my stones because see, that's all you want is to be able to apply the stones without them moving. And you want them to just, how you can say that, stay there. You still want to use your Hotfix tool, but you just need them to stay there till you can get the tool to where you want it to go. That's it. And look how, do y'all see why I always say it's better to use a simple adhesive with it? I know people feel like that's just too extra, but I'm like, okay, to save time. And like I said, once this dries using that one, I get my heat tool out any of the ones y'all seen, I got the little mini press irons. I have the heat tool that comes with the heat Hotfix stones. And then guess what? Once I press, that's it. I don't have to wait a few days for the fumes to reside. I'm ready to just send it off, and that's it. I don't have to wait. And so that's why I will always say, for me, this is the better find. And like I said, I use different adhesives, but I do the same thing. Prep that surface, changing the surface. When I'm using other glues, of course, I will do the surface first, leave that one, and then go to the next one. But with this one, y'all already now see what I was saying about how good that this glue is and how strong it is. So now you see why I kept saying you don't even have to do all that with this. You just have to wait a minute for that consistency to change. And then look, do y'all see how much faster this is going than just using just a regular Hotfix tool and just going 1, 1, 1. And like I said, it all depends on who you are and how you want to do it. And if you see, it ain't going nowhere. If you want to just go that first route, like I showed all last week, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's about your pace. But if you like me and you like, okay, let's get this party started, I want to get this started so I can finish it, then this would be a better route for you. Because like I said, you can't get any faster than this. And of course, I'm going to ignite those Hotfix stones, because I know people will be like, well, just leave it like that and don't worry about you. No, that's the whole point and why it's so good to have 2 adhesives versus 1. If I already have the Crystal Clear Gorilla Glue already as my base surface, and then I ignite that Hotfix adhesive, these suckers ain't going nowhere. And I did say this lovely thing brushed on it, it makes it what? Water resistant. Do I need to say anymore? So that means why everybody else trying to run, because they're like, oh my God, it's raining. I can't let this get wet. I'm like, okay, this can get wet, no problem. I walk through the rain. I don't run. Okay. See how much faster? And I'm still doing them close. I just press down. Shake, 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 Shinora. Y'all looking at that? And I'm glad, and see the way you're able to see the outreach of whether I brushed it with this, you're able to see as I place those stones, you're seeing me place them, so you seeing me on them. Mm-hmm. And it's so much fast. I'm telling you, same beautiful work, same results that you're happy with, but at a faster, much faster pace. And like I said, the results are still beautiful. Mm-hmm. Of course, you should drink water right while I'm doing this live, baby girl. They do that on purpose. To me, they just like kids. They be like, "Oh, let me embarrass mommy right quick." And you be like, "That's all right." And I turn this camera off. No snacks for you. No snacks for you. Even though the majority of the time they get snacks and they don't do anything. My dogs don't do no special tricks. They don't be up there like, "Oh, hey, my friend, let me come and give you a hug." They be like, "Don't touch me. Give me snacks. Take me for my walk. Shut up while I take about 7 naps in one day." Because, they're exhausted from doing nothing. Of course. They need that nap. Oh, and P.S., don't talk about them. Because they look at you. They know you're talking about them. They're like, wow, you on one again, right? You're like, wow. Press, press, press. Shake, show. Now, how fast is y'all know I'm not lying? If you look at the videos from last week, because I have them in another folder, that folder is just, I think, the Hotfix stones with the Hotfix tool. And I made this one, Hotfix. Wait, E6, no, not E6, excuse me, Gorilla Glue with the Hotfix stones because I wanted to keep them where it don't just be a bunch of videos. Hey Joe, where it kind of gets confusing. So I wanted one um playlist album that I made where it's just me using the Hotfix tool by itself, and then this one is the one of me using what, the Gorilla Glue to place my stones, and then like I said, get my little mini press iron, heat them suckers up. And do you see how fast I have already worked with that? Now, I'm going to go back over here because let's see, because I did this one while I was doing a live like y'all saw. Let's see, is it tacky yet? Still not ready. So I need you to understand, when people are saying, oh, when I put it on glass stones or not glass stones, like a tumbler or whatever, it's sliding, I'm going to again say, you have to wait till that consistency changes some more. Not from, see how it's almost there? I don't know if you can see and hear that resistance. Put it back by that fan, get a couple of more, because think about it, that's why a lot of times when they say the drying time takes so long when you're using resins and all that. But did you know this? If you take the resin, put it in a little container, and I know you're gonna think I'm losing my mind because you're like, what? Yeah, because it starts to cure or change consistency as soon as the air hits it. Wait a couple of minutes and then brush it on your tumblers. You're actually taking away from the time that you're going to have to wait while it dries. And that is a good thing because that's what you're waiting for it to dry. And so just pause one thing and just watch you see, okay, it all comes into it. And like I said, if I would have just put that down there and then start applying those stones would be sliding off like what? No, no, no. No, I only did a small area because, like I said, when you're first starting, you do small areas. As get more advanced with placing stones, of course, you want to start doing widespread further, out there with your adhesive. But if you're first starting off using any adhesive, start small. Don't like put adhesive through the whole thing, and then you're trying, and then you're going to have to keep reapplying glue over glue over glue because it'll keep drying, and then that's going to mess up the whole effect of it, as well as it's going to start looking wompy because there'll be more glue piled up as you go. And like I said, this, when people would not think it made sense for me to use the Hotfix stones and still use other adhesives, I'm right now showing you why it makes so much sense. So this would be me last week showing you all how to use just that Hotfix tool itself. And it's me showing you Hotfix stones, placing them with what? Gorilla Glue. And look how much faster that's going. I did this whole area in less than 13. Well, we got less than 10 minutes. So that's why it's such an awesome thing. Trust me. And like I said, you can keep shaking it. Then I'll put it to the side, let it dry for maybe an hour. And then guess what? Hit it with my Hotfix press that I have. And then I'm done. It's done. Let's look back over here. Okay, now, you see that? See when you can start lifting that cap up like that? That's when you know it then got tacky. And again, in case y'all don't think I'm ready for this, hold on. Boom. All right. Now, y'all see where I left off? Right here. Now, you see I didn't use it all right here? Okay, let's start placing some stones, kids. I'm sorry if I have to have it facing more to me, but I need to see it. Hold on. There we go. Where I have my wax pencils, because I have some upstairs and some downstairs. The ones downstairs, it gets so hot downstairs, my wax pencils have been like literally melting. So I was like, well, I guess I got to bring them upstairs now. But I didn't know it was going to do that. And then I got to laugh because why didn't I know that wax would melt? But I didn't, you know how you just don't know in certain areas of your home that it'll get that hot? Well, that's the reason why I didn't know. So me trying to press while what? The wax pencil melting. Okay. I don't want to put too many, I keep calling them diamonds, but the clear ones right next to each other because I don't want a real pattern. I want it to be almost like a non-intentional pattern. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like that the look. Sorry, but I just don't like that the two diamonds are right next to each other because that looks like a pattern. There you go. You stay right there, Molly. Move you over here. Move you right there. Move you right there. I'm gonna leave you right there until I decide what else to do with that. And then you're right there now because I already decided now. I think I could put a really small one right there. Because I feel like everywhere there's a space, some bling can go. So I always, I don't like spaces where it's just like too even, you know what I'm saying? Where the gap is so big where you like, oh, it couldn't have had a bigger one. But if you have the smallest sizes, put it there. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. Knock it down right there. Nah. Knock it down right there. Put you right there. Slide you over some while I press, 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 press. Put another diamond. And I'm gonna go with you. And let's see. There you go. Okay, hold up. Press, 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 press. Can you see that? I'm hoping y'all can see that. See what I'm saying? No bling residue. Stick. You just literally need the hot fix just to stay where you want them to stay at, and just like be like hold that position, and then get that hot fix tool and be like pow wow. And it's very important that you still use the hot fix tool to heat these stones up because, like I said, that adhesive that's underneath these stones, it's therefore it's just that added lock. And I will always say, if you use two adhesive, meaning I don't care if it's E6000 and hot fix tools, crystal clear gorilla glue and a hot fix tool, if you and stones and you've used both of them and you've activated the hot fix adhesive, there's no reason, there's no way that bling coming off of that. There's no way. No way. Because I have tried to pry them off of shoes and hats and laptops and whew, trust me, you're gonna put in some work. It is not gonna be all you have to do is be like, do you know what you gotta do to get that off, though? Okay. Mm, Add the little smaller stones just to go round and round. And then the little baby ones, because the smaller the stones you use, see when you move the hat or your shoes, man, that shift is just sickening in a good way. I will always say bling blindness is it's a dangerous thing, but it's also so beautiful. And I love when you're able to do a mix of sizes because, man, I'm telling you, they just, everything fits so perfectly and you just keep moving. It's just like, okay, like the party gonna continue. Okay. Party don't stop. Joe, I got some nasty decaffeinated coffee again. I don't even want to talk about it. And this is like, I think this was my first one I've had in a month, and it's just so nasty. And sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, hold up, it's been how long? Can you believe I haven't had coffee since last year, y'all? It's just like, what's left of me? Nothing. My poor wax pencils. Mommy, sorry I left you downstairs with the bad heat. And I only like literally just brought them up right before I did this live, so they haven't had time to chill. You get it? No. Okay. And so, boom. Press, press, press. Move this out the way. Do my game. Nothing coming off. That's what I'm talking about. And you see, I just filled up that whole area. How quick is that? And like I said, I will leave that for maybe an hour just to let that keep curing. And then, look. Then I will get my presser, have that on, highest temperature. And then that, look, all I got to do is just that press, press, look. And then that's way when people hear me say that I'll do a hat and then I'm able to ship it off, I can ship it off same day. They like, how you do that? I just showed you how I did that. Do you see how quickly I put them on there? Now just think about that. And then all I got to do is this, and then it's out. There is no, it has to be, doing no drying for a few hours. Be like, no, I don't have that kind of time. So that was my quick video showing y'all that. And this is day one. So hang out with me tomorrow while we still keep playing with what? That Gorilla Glue. Ooh, that Gorilla Glue. Bye, y'all.